Lee Hogan here, VIP Boxing, down at Fox's gym and Croller's gym with Kane Gardner. Kane, you're joint topping the bill on a new venue for you, mate. November the 23rd, we returned to the Hideout. We had our first show there a few weeks ago. But we returned there with a really good card. We have 2 title fights on there. The one I'm going to be talking to you about against Reece MacMillan for the central area. And then we have another central area fight, cruiserweight, Nathan Qualis against Sheldon McDonald, and a packed card, mate. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm not
as much as me, mate.
I'm not fought at a Hideout yet, so I'm looking forward to that.
No, because your normal venue is the
stadium,
which we go to the week afterwards. And again, we've got another really good card there with again quality lineup on there.
Yeah.
So,
VIP's buzzing at the minute, isn't it?
VIP are treating its public to some top fights, and hopefully that's going to continue in the new year as well.
A good end to the year.
Yeah, well, this is probably beyond. This is below where you're already at.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
This is a fight that perhaps should have happened 4
4
or 5 fights ago.
I was chasing this fight about 5 years ago.
Yeah, I know, mate.
Since Bilal pulled out about 5 years ago, I couldn't get anyone to fight me for it. But luckily the time's now, and then get this title, then I can push on to bigger things.
But we can't overlook, because your opponent is a good kid, Reece MacMillan, 16-1. I was saying when we was talking, and I probably underestimated him a little bit, because I was saying he's only beat the people that he should have beat. But then I actually looked a little bit more into his record, and perhaps his best win was against a kid called Chris Conwell, who I think...
Is he a former champion?
Yeah, he was a former super featherweight champion. He beat Lee Appleyard, but then unfortunately he had to relinquish it straight away because then we had someone fighting for that title, and I can't remember how it happened, but he won it, had to relinquish it, but then he got an opportunity, I think, to fight Zelfa Barrett for the English title on a big show. I think it was in Leeds.
I think it was, I remember watching that.
And then unfortunately, Lisa Zelfa's a quality kid, wasn't he? And, that was always only going to be a stepping stone for Zelfa. And then he fought for it again, and I can't remember who he fought for. I think I wrote it down somewhere. Who did he fight for it? Oh, it's gone. But then he fought Reece MacMillan, and it was his final fight, Chris Conwell, and he got stopped off Reece in the 5th round, in the 10-rounder. So he's actually fought at a good level, and he's fought the rounds or trained for the rounds before, even though he never completed them. And then I think he had some kind of medical query. Can't remember. He's been out for about 2 years. Well, obviously, like you and like all fighters, lockdown happened. That stopped fighting for most people, and then he came back after lockdown, like I say, with the win over Chris Conwell. But then I think he had a medical query, and he was out for just over 2 years. And then he came back on a VIP show in Blackpool, where he had a little 4-rounder, shake off all the ring rust against Fons Alexander, and now this has turned up, and it was offered to him, and he's jumped at the chance.
And a big fight with me, innit?
Well, a big step up for him in the fact that, like you say, in 4 years...
Everything to gain for him.
Everything to gain and nothing to lose, yes. And
everything to lose to me.
Because I was just talking about this.
And the new central area.
I was just talking to Max Hughes. Now, Max Hughes had a fight against a kid who's fighting on that show, a Greek kid called Stathos Antonios.
I watched that.
And he did the same thing. He had everything to gain and absolutely nothing to lose.
That makes it dangerous, doesn't it?
Exactly, mate. So this is why, mate, it excites me for this fight.
But I'm ready for it anyway.
Well, I think, as you said before, you've been ready for this fight for a long, long time, and hopefully this will be the fight that leads to those bigger things. Because I was checking on BoxRec, and you forget, I was looking there. You're number 8 in Britain.
So you're going to beat some good kids over the last 3 or 4 years.
Well, I was just looking at here, and like I said, Chris Conwell is Reece MacMillan's best win. Yeah. But you had some weird... You beat a Scottish... an African kid.
He was good, him, He was...
Mate, he was built like an absolute tank. Marius Matamba. And you went up to Scotland, up to his backyard. They had high hopes for him. I don't think he fought. I think after you beat him, he had about 2 years out. He come back not long ago.
Yeah, not long ago.
With a win again as well. But I think he had something like 12 wins.
11 knockouts, something like that.
Yes. And his only loss was in an IBF African title.
Yeah.
So you know.
Rounder.
Yeah. It's a fight that no one wanted to take, but you jumped at it.
And I just want opportunities, and obviously Steve's giving me this opportunity now.
And then again, you know, the Conor Walker fight. You know, no one wanted to fight Conor. No one wanted to fight you. The sad thing is, you beat Conor, and Conor goes on. And he gets an opportunity to fight Cyrus Patterson, who, you know, former GB
really,
kid.
I think if Conor beat me that night, he wouldn't have got that Cyrus fight.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have got that Cyrus fight.
But, so all his success
So really, it
down
worked
to you.
out good for him getting beat off me. Look at him now.
Yeah. Well, I think he realised that even though he's short and stocking, you think super lightweight would be his weight.
Welterweight.
It's not. Welterweight is his weight, and he's proved that now. And now he's got a big fight. I think in November against
30th week after me.
Oh, is it against Lewis Ritson? And he just, like I say, I know he got beat off Lewis Crocker, but again, it was a game fight, wasn't it? A good fight. So, and like I say, and then last time out, he was at Bolton. Again, you know, struggling to get fights. Jamie Robinson, a guy who's been there or thereabouts. He's fought for the English title.
Won the English title and he's the English champion. Yeah, he won.
Oh, I thought he drew in the first.
Nah, he won. I can't remember if he drew, but he definitely won. I remember going in box rec. He won the English title. So with that level, I knew he was going to be a game kid anyway.
Yeah, he's ginger, isn't it? So
all game, innit? Yes, that was a good fight. Got a good win there, and then let's push on.
Well, like you said, you know, you've had some great wins, which are probably well past this level. But you can't overlook this kid, as we spoke before. No. This is his world title. This is I'm not saying this is his level, because we don't know what his level is. But at present, this is his world title. This is the biggest fight to date for him.
Yeah.
And if he wants to go any further, he's got to win this fight. So it makes him a very, very dangerous man. How's preparations been going?
Yeah, preparation's good, you know. Obviously training here and then at my gym as well. Getting a good sparring in. Training's always going well. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Well, this is your second proper fight out of this gym.
Yeah.
Because I think you just moved here when you had the.
When I fought Pierce, I wasn't training here. I was sparring here. Yeah. William and Bobby, I was using them for sparring partners. And then after that, and then I started training here.
Yeah. Well, like you said, I think this has reignited that boxing spark in you, hasn't it, mate? You know, because you're surrounded by quality kids here.
So, I mean, I was training on my own for most parts of like
5 or 6
years. Pretty much. But at least I know I can do that. I can train on my own, because obviously it's a lonely sport, isn't it? But it is nice to have other fighters at around similar level, and you know what I mean.
And there's also good kids. I mean, it's full of talented like middleweights, but there's also like Bobby Faulkner. There's a lot of good kids here that are around your weight as well. Yeah. So preparation, sparring, who you've been moving around with?
We've got a new kid now, Jason. He's with Ian now.
Jason Cohen, yes. Yeah. I filmed Jason a few times. In fact, I filmed him in his last fight, which was at Oldham, where he got a win. I can't remember who he fought now, but was it his first 6th rounder, I think, as well, wasn't it?
No, he's fighting his first 6th round on the 30th.
Ah, right, yeah.
Yeah, so I've been moving around with him, Levi Kinsona.
Yes. Who's got a big fight against
he's got
one of our
stablemates the day before me.
Yeah. So, in fact, I'm hopefully going to try and catch up with him.
Yeah, and then spar Bobby.
Yeah.
Sparring Bobby, yeah.
And Bobby's a class actor as well,
Bobby's
isn't
class,
he? Lovely boxing. Have you seen much of Reece, and have you looked at him and thought, yeah, that'll work for me, or?
About a couple of weeks ago, I watched him against Fons.
Right.
And that's all I've seen. Really. I remember watching him against Adam Little.
Oh,
when he got started. I watched that one, I remember years ago.
Yeah, but that was a bit
I know,
unfair.
I watched that one years ago.
It was his 5th fight, and Adam Little, I think, had already been an area champion at 2 different weights.
And he can punch, Adam Little.
He can, and it shouldn't have happened. But he was giving it a good go until he got stopped.
Yeah.
I think he got stopped in the 4th round.
He's a game kid, man. He's a game kid.
Yeah.
So I'll bring the best
Raging Bull.
Is that his nickname?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So I'm going to try and catch up with him on Tuesday. I'm going to go up to Morecambe and find out how his preparations are going. But like I said, you know, a dangerous man because everything to gain and nothing to lose.
Well, I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
You're very confident.
Confident. I'm always confident.
I know. I always ask you that, and you always tell me the same thing. But and I believe it as well because, like you say, being in this place for as long as you have now, it's what, coming to close to 2 years now.
2 years, close to 2 years, yeah.
Yeah. I think when you surround yourself by quality,
Brings the
it
best
rubs
out
off,
of
doesn't it?
100%.
And then this hopefully victory will cement your place in that top 10, and hopefully something big can come off that. And 2025 could be the year that we've been talking about for a long time.
More titles, bigger titles, yeah, 100%.
All right, well listen, good luck with the rest of camp. I'll catch up with you at the weigh-in, because we've got a day before weigh-in, haven't we?
Yeah.
And we'll see how you look and see how he looks. And
I'll have an haircut right now.
I'll do the same. Listen, I'll see you on the 23rd, 22nd I should say.
Yeah.
Take care, mate. Bye.
Bye-bye.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.